provincial government is considering extending the time between first and second doses of COVID vaccines. It would speed up the vaccination timeline dramatically. British Columbia announced yesterday it was delaying second vaccinations to 16 weeks to get more shots in more arms faster.
This would be a considerable change, of course. If you can extend the vaccines for 4 months, that makes a huge difference.
But first, Ontario is waiting for approval from NACI, the National Advisory Committee on Immunization.
We want to make sure that the decisions that Ontario makes are based on science.
NACI's current guideline for dose intervals is 21 days for Pfizer, 28 days for Moderna, and up to 12 weeks for AstraZeneca. The Ford government says it's expecting a verdict from the committee on extending vaccine dose intervals very soon.
You know, had we had this conversation 6 weeks ago or 2 months ago, I would say that's insane.
Rewat Deonandan is an epidemiologist and associate professor at the University of Ottawa. He believes extending vaccine doses could make sense.
We don't have enough supply to get everyone inoculated with the standard recommended dosing schedule in time. So given that reality, and given the other reality that we are looking at the impending dominance of these new hyper-transmissible variants, we're in a bit of a race.
Last week, the Ford government came under fire when General Rick Hillier announced Ontario's vaccination timeline and said people aged 60 to 65 wouldn't be able to get a vaccine until July 1st. Speeding up the process would ease a lot of pressure, but there are, of course, concerns about COVID immunity with just one dose.
It will really vary from person to person as to how much immunity that people will get after the first shot, because there are suggestions that as people get older, they may not acquire the same degree of immunity as, say, a much younger person, a 25 to 30-year-old person.
Canada will receive 500,000 AstraZeneca doses tomorrow. Ontario is expected to get up to 40%, or roughly 200,000 shots. It will have to move quickly to get them into arms. The shipment expires in 30 days, which is unusual. One note of caution, though, about extending the intervals.
It might be possible that by having suboptimal immunity, we are providing the environment for creating what we call vaccine escape variants, future variants that might actually be resistant.
We're still one great big giant science experiment, aren't we?
We really are. But you know what? The end is in sight.
Let's hope. The Minister of Health did not give new updated vaccination timelines. She said they're coming, and so are answers for people with underlying health issues like cystic fibrosis, for example. Details on when they might get vaccinated, along with other immune-compromised people, are coming, maybe by the end of the week.